Honey Badger Nation, they had the zone the entire time. They only wind up with 2 kills.
Well,
and that was something
they were never in it, right?
Yeah.
Like, they were never in it. They were always like up in the northeast corner, just having a little bit of fun, waving at everyone else who's having fun.
And the story on the backside is those teams like WTSG, Liquid not having a good showing. Obviously, that was a very drastic circle to deal with. Not to mention Miramar is kind of out of everyone's comfort zone. And now it is time to see what the real story is. We are on Erangel. We are getting a decent plane path, but Liquid going to have a little bit more of a travel distance to Yasnaya than they might have liked.
Yeah, you look for the cars around the northeastern side of school, but this is great for that ice battle that I kind of wanted to see at the start this morning. Like I wanted to see like Gen G Black versus Welcome to South George. How do the drops happen? It's been a very tight area with the positioning around it. Now I want to see how it all unfolds.
So for WTSG constantly battling with Gen G Black, it's going to be a situation now, is the precedent going to continue? Is Gen G Black going to contain them in their southern George area? We've seen it through the last portion of the tournament. And Nuctive going for the,
It's roadkill time on the front bumper. A tree for protection. Hug the wood. I love how this crowd is. It's like, it's 4 a.m. going to get a kill. It's 4 a.m. going to get a kill. Wait for it.
No,
wait for it.
A little bit of jousting here. This is just a waste of time for Luca and Nuctive. They can't do anything with each other.
This is 15 points on legs right now. You wait for this. You wait for this.
Just trying to bait him a little bit.
Oh, from 2 sides. Oh, it's a UAZ sandwich and AVG is the meat. Double teamed on a tree.
Don't do him like that. Oh my, like he was like, it's all right, I'm gonna adjust with this one vehicle. And just like that, bam, he comes in behind him and destroys him with another UAZ. The first kill going to 4 a.m. Avangar losing one, but we are headed north.
We are. What a great Zaki circle at this point. Don't get to say that very often.
Looks like Refund is gonna have the advantage in that shooting range area. They have Severity all to themselves. 4 a.m. headed that way also. Liquid slowly making their way to Yasnaya, but for the Knights, they find themselves all the way out of the play zone. And for Honey Badger Nation and even Gen G Gold down in Novo, a long initial rotation.
Yeah, you know what, I'm just happy we don't have a finish that's on top of the damn mountain. We had that more than enough yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm very happy to have something different and unusual.
WTSG sneaking their way into a top 2 position overall in the last game, but were displaced by Avangar based on kill points alone. So we'll see now if they are now in their comfort zone, can maybe turn that that late positioning into something that is a little bit more laden with kills.
I'm actually wondering too with the rotations, because normally like WTSG has just moved out towards the east, because we go to Eastern Circle, they move around the side of the mountain. Now there's a lot more of a cluster on the northern side, inside of North George. How do they cross without getting shot down by Gen G Black? And then everyone else is probably coming in from the southeast. You're seeing gates already moving pretty early too.
CGX on the other side of the bridge from them. They do have enemies there as well. Pino trying to get some shots, nothing happening.
Yeah, Critical got to kick the bike up for half a second, but this is, I think they're taking a note out of Viva La Dirt League's book. It's the micro Uzi and bike. That's all I really require to win games here. And the level 1 helmet. Don't require anything else.
Critical trying to maybe get that initial scout going.
That's a really nice compound though. Like it's very difficult to approach the compound that the Aussies are moving to. Or at least he's in advance of everyone else moving to.
That scout strategy, trying to find the center spot. You can see Champs on the way behind. The path is clear, but you have to travel now. Gen G Gold, I think, is going to spend as much time as possible in their loot spot, considering how far they have to go. This will be a situation that they probably want to come in a little bit late, not try and rush this. They're going to want as many meds, grenades, and ammo as they can carry.
Yep. Same
deal with Na'Vi down in Primorsk. Not a good tournament overall for Na'Vi. A team that we were looking to have a top 5 position at the very least. Struggling a little bit with the pace and maybe with the sub they're playing with, but for overall, Na'Vi has lots of opportunity. Only one game in the bag to make their stand in FPP.
Yeah, and maybe there you go, the long road for this one. A boat ride all the way around to the northern side of the circle, maybe to bring you into a better position than trying to go through Georgia Ball, through what you know is a very clustered area already, with only the 3 bridges on the western side to cross over on.
I heard the one single fan cheer out there for Chiefs. Don't think we didn't hear that.
You know who they are too.
We did.
you met them when you're doing a lap of the arena.
So OMG grabbing that first place position. Avangar a little bit further behind on the back of those kills. P for Potato is
He's
refueling his vehicle. He needs that achievement.
We're not playing Sandhawk. These vehicles normally come with Balak. This is going to be that interesting run through established positions. Looks like Gate's going to lose Mortify and a knock to Myth. Mumino can't connect onto WTSG on their rotation.
Well, he scared him at the very least.
And Mortify goes down. So our second kill. First one was on the bumper of 2 UAZs.
Team Gate still unable to get anything going. Positioning last game was poor to say the least, but for them now back in Erangel, they have the zone, they have the ability to maybe recoup and try and get something going, but it has not been a good tournament for them so far. And Myth with the goose egg down in 20th place. Not the start they wanted.
No, definitely is not. Pull it in tight. Already. Oh! Ghost in position. This is the worst case scenario for WTSG. Miracu's already dropped. Gaxi is going to go down too. Sexy Pig looking for the steal. He needs that one ball to connect. You're a little bit too far to the right, angle left, but Balak will finish the job.
Sexy Pig doing his best to try and steal that, but Profi does pick up a nice kill in rotation. 2 kills, I should say.
These are the bridges. These are the choke points that are a nightmare for any team coming in from the southwest.
This is a great hold for Ghost Gaming. They have that bridge compound locked down, and a lot of teams headed their way. So they'll have to try to do their best to capitalize. Ghost Gaming has a good start, or had a good start last game and last section as well, winning the first game in third-person perspective. We'll see if they can make that happen again.
OHM are the ones who get to at least have a little bit more breathing room. They're coming in later from the southeast corner of the circle, but everyone in North Georgia has already pushed out to the eastern front. So they are looking to try and contest the bridge. Nice mountain ridge that runs around that area as Silzen is managed to actually not only knock, but also kill himself. So denied 15 points to all teams.
These rotations are going to be very difficult. You can already see a couple of vehicles kills happening. And that's the danger. You find yourself very vulnerable in rotation. You can see now Savage trying to figure it out as well, getting pressure from Liquid on the north side of Yasnaya. Liquid likely going to want to go north and try and come in low and slow on that western side of the play, or sort of the eastern side of the play zone. Try and make up for last game.
4 a.m. Luca.
Hooked on target.
Voxec turns it around and gets away, but CGW, Karad's looking for his own knock onto the Savage rotation, and that Savage rotation's coming very quick. Don't slow down so you run out of fuel.
Already 50% HP on the lead vehicle. Just trying to keep it together. Not sure where they're going to try and stop here. They're headed towards the Knights, who have already grabbed a compound. Honey Badger Nation making their way off the military island. The blue encroaching now.
Both, all 4 teams from the south are now coming up. Navi's got the west, Honey Badger's got the middle. And then towards the east, you've got Gold, who will come in very, very late. And it's just style driving.
I like it.
Yeah.
Honey Badger Nation, decent position last game. Couldn't capitalize on it. Profi has gone down to Mossy from Team Gate, so that bridge camp may be being disrupted. Wick, the lone German in this tournament, all by himself.
He's the local boy.
Yep. Na'Vi on the way up through the western side. They're going to have an easier path than most.
A Refund have already taken the hill to the western side of Savernia. It's a fantastic one that Myth was able to use in the first 2 days to great effect. This time around, though, Refund unable to actually hit Savage. They've gone all the way to the coastline.
That was a long drive. They got shot out by multiple teams, but have made it there relatively unscathed. That UAZ a little bit worse for wear, but...
It's a nice position to at least be in. It's probably not a nice position to get out of.
No, that's just it. I mean, it's really hard to get away from this coastal spot. They have centered, but if that water shifts early, they're going to be on foot. Those vehicles maybe taking a little bit too much damage, and they've already zoned themselves against Refund, who has a 2-2 split, so they'll have lots of vision on them if they try and move. Looks like Team Gates is now going at OMG, the winners of the last game.
Yeah, they're looking over towards that crash site from one side to the other, and OMG don't want anything to do with it. They're getting in their vehicles. And actually, are they repositioning, or does Zhao Hai and Zhao Rong want to try and battle Gates?
Well, they've taken a lot of damage now, having to med very early, going for those bandages. No first aids on in his inventory. Not a good spot to be at. Looks like 4AM a little bit under-geared for this, or sorry, excuse me, OMG a little bit under-geared for this first portion of the game. They're going to need some more meds to make it work.
Yes, 4 a.m. who are the ones who have established control around the shooting range. They do have Chromatic in the middle of it, however, and this is the position we were watching a long time ago, Chiefs preparing. So a lot of vision on all sides and a pretty good position in the circle.
Very important compound as well. It's very difficult to breach. They have to do something very specific there. There's one little portion of that compound, if it stays in play, that you can get, but it's really hard to displace a team from there, so that's a really good spot for the Chiefs.
The western side is really starting to condense. Welcome to South George, what remains of them is beset on all sides.
For a team that finds themselves in the initial zone more often than not, WTSG has not been having a good time in the early game.
It's like they don't get an advantageous position inside the circle. They just have to wait it out.
Every time we see, it's like Wick, except it's M4. He's always prone somewhere, obviously trapped by Genji Black. He's had to stop his rotation.
He's got no meds. He can't make the run. 10% health. That's
he's stuck there
there's
forever.
Nowhere to go. And as you said, like Genji Black just have this perfect control line of sight. Nowhere to run. No cover to work with.
The Knights not having a good game last time around, taking some shots at Liquid, moving their way to Severny.
Yeah, no one's actually inside the town. Everyone's decided to try and take the defilade outside.
Well, it's not a great idea to jump into a town like that, because if the circle does shift on top of it, either you'll have a ton of teams landing on top of you, or you'll be having to leave cover on foot.
I don't know
if it's too early. We'll see what the shift does. It'll kind of decide where teams want to move, and we'll see if this water stays a factor in the early game.
Yeah, everyone's getting to their vehicles for it. I don't think K3 thought he was in the best position either. He's just driven in to the entire lineup of goal. That's why Simpson's just got off his bike to have a couple of shots. He had to keep going, but the circle will pretty much center. All it's doing is removing the water.
So all the water does come out early. Most of that river is going to come out as well. So everyone's going to have to get across. Ghost now in even a better position to try and play choke point, but for the Knights, they're just trying to stay active, trying to pick up kills in rotation. Texas takes a lot of damage, and the Chiefs now have an even better spot, dead center, and a great compound to hold.
This is fantastic. Any team that doesn't know that they're there can drive up and just get gunned down, and they don't really have a great angle to approach from. This is south hillside. It's the only way to really approach that compound.
The Knights are really split.
Yeah. Why are they so far apart?
It's a map control thing in their strategy, but we're going to be difficult to defend as CGW does lose one. Got me down!
Oh! Well, you can pick up a souvenir off the tire as Vit.
Unfortunately for God V, it looks like they're all together at least, but now Myth has landed right on top of OMG as well. They're trying to defend as best they can. Refund also involved.
Yeah, Funky M, battle around the shack. At least he can get rid of Svit. And this is not what Myth signed up for. Hide inside the shack and keep Myth's hopes alive. This is the only thing left.
Escalucia holding onto the shack, no helmet. Gukin just cannot find anywhere to call home. He's just trying to find a spot to stop. Looks like he's headed for the tunnels.
Is he headed for the liquid dead point? That's what that little alley is.
If you can find a spot in these natural cover areas, it might be okay. We've seen a game end here through the last tournament. Team Gates now getting involved. 1 kill so far. They see 4 a.m. 4 a.m. getting pressure from all sides. Not looking good for them.
Yeah, CPT is just getting absolutely pounded. Chillo's the man doing it back behind the trees. Another quick clip as, well,
just barely holding on.
Loki not only knocking himself, he'll get finished off by Grammatic. So, Genji Gold.
Black held on to the southern portion of this choke point. Ghost sharing the region across from them. Genji Gold in the crates, having made that long rotate, did lose a player that was very difficult for them. Eska and Chelador is there. Mr. Yapi pressing on to K3, but he's down, stolen by the Knights.
Finally. No.
Careful.
Yeah, jump on that back tire, sure.
OMG getting pressure now from Refund, who's been very active in their area, having taken down Myth, and now they're looking at OMG.
Yeah, shooting up the range. At least you're only going to hit the heads when you have that kind of line of fire.
Zhao Rong not having a lot of meds, having to bandage, maybe trying to save those first aid kits for later in the game, but Refund has been putting a ton of pressure onto them. It is Simpson still alive, so there is 3 up for Genji Gold, and he's going to rejoin his teammates in the crates, and the circle is going to be shifting once again, so this is going to decide if you're going north or south. Here's Liquid.
that looked real wrong. That looked real wrong. The Beezer and Gems will be fine.
In the blue.
Yep.
Trying to make their way in. They've actually come all the way south. This is a good choice. They were going to know that all teams will have filtered north across the river, and they're going to want to play this passively. Liquid not wanting to get involved. They're going to have to cross the river again, however, if it does shift north, and likely it will do just that.
Yeah, Liquid during that day one of third-person perspective, I think they took the least amount of damage of any team, and this is one way to have exactly the same type of result. Refund really trying to stay on top of OHM. The bike run. Anyone? One bullet will do it. One bullet. And one bullet. Any bullet. Okay, that's like 50 bullets. One bullet is what you need.
Wow.
Okay.
Does sneak away. Luckily able to pick up speed. Actually, Liquid staying on the move. They're headed right towards Ghost.
Yeah, they're coming in for the compound. This is so quick and early. The circle is going to finally finish its constriction.
Oh, wow.
And now it is Ghost have the great position, as well as Gates and Chiefs. They're the ones with the 3 huge compounds inside the circle.
That northern side is going to get messy, but that gamble paid off for Liquid. They did get the benefit of the zone. They do not have a compound to hold, and the Ghost does see them.
It's like they're going into no man's land. That hillside on the south is not where you want to be.
Wow.
Ghost just wrecking into them while Na'Vi control the choke points. It's Gold running the lines between Black as well as Na'Vi.
They will make it across. Eska does survive so far. Ghost still has a line of sight, but for Genji Gold, just one at a time. Na'Vi not able to capitalize, not all guns online to fire at these vehicles.
Yeah, they're even a little bit split up. Uba took a little bit more of a northern position from the rest of his team. Now OMG pushing on to Savage. The bike is already down, they're well away from it, and Ragnar is in no man's land. Pushing towards the trees, but Silent BT opens up. Ragnar will fall, but the rest of Savage down the hill. They're looking for a revenge hit, but actually no, it's OMG who gets the extra knock. A quick smoke defense, but Savage, they have nowhere to go.
Here comes the grenade that lands fairly close. Savage trying to back this off. Here comes some more grenades. They're trying to finish the kills they already have.
They got one. There's your last run-up, but he is getting gunned down to a death lead to anything. OMG, keep the push going.
He's just trying to dodge as best he can. He looks like he's going to be able to get away, but he will not be able to make it. OMG eliminating the first team. It's Savage going down.
Yeah, Lion K had the perfect side angle. While that happened, it looked like... Genji Gold lost another player on the way through. 4 AM having a nice long-range battle from the shooting range up to Refund, who are also getting knocked down by Gates. This is a tight spot.
Trying to grab as many kills as possible without 4AM stealing them.
Funky's leaving.
He's out of here. He's like, you know what, I'm good with this. Oh, he gets knocked anyway. Oh, that was Miyu actually goes down.
Yep, Myth drop out. So 19th position for them.
He knows the trouble, and down and out. So for Team Gates, they've been playing this hillside relatively well. They got 3 kills so far through the early game, having lost Mortify.
Blow up that car pretty soon. Everyone's just trying to use that portable defense position.
Na'Vi's still taking a lot of shots at Genji Gold. Their vehicle is relatively disabled. They're going to have to deploy smokes and get away from them, but they have no real maneuverability.
Yeah, but CGX is moving so quickly. They're coming in from the north side to try and have a crack at them, while OMG have now turned their attention over towards Refund. Funky M was the one that got knocked down by Gates, or at least controlled up by Gates. The nades fly forward, but Funky M,
so aggressive.
He's already started his flank around, but that just opens him up. But the attack from Lion K, again with that side flank.
OHM now taking shots at CGW. I really like OMG's team play. They've been playing very aggressive with those grenades. They get it down and they swarm and start chucking as many grenades as possible just to get downs and then finish those downs. OMG playing very well so far.
Oh, Boxer, that looks nice. What a beautiful crate. Who dropped this here for him?
Go get it. He's going for it.
That's level 3s.
The Knights really want that extra gear. We're going to see another shift here happening. Liquid so far well positioned, goes near the center. Avangard dead center as well. We'll see if this favors north or south. If that river stays in play, it's going to be huge for Liquid.
Teams is able to get the kill onto the rogue CGW player, so at least they get to get 1 kill so far in the round. And the circle, it pushes north. All water is now out. We are on ground battles.
OMG likely going to take that plane crash position. It's a nice spot to hold. Genji Gold holding the hill on the western side, but they're going to have a lot of pressure coming their way. Na'Vi already on the move. WTSG looking to finish some kills.
Yeah, Vard able to pick up those 15 points. He's got to be careful. Chiefs are the ones who'll be holding the eastern side. They're in the compound, and you have to move to the south side. You already see OHM and Honey Basage. They're both heading directly towards Vard, maybe a little bit further down towards the south of him. But they're pulling up, and they're going to assault the hill. Yeah,
Vard, ooh,
Vard.
that was a lot of hits on Vard.
Yeah, he's taking shots from Liquid. They're so far away, but they saw the heavy rotations coming in from OHM and turned their attention that way. Looking for their own hits as now.
Having to dive into the water.
Yeah, Genji Black, they have to do the run through the water. Turtle is looking down, but he can't come too close because you've only got 2 players in the water from Black.
So for Team Ghost, they're going to have to figure out what they want to do. You can see already a lot of teams taking a lot of casualties through the early portion of the game. WTSG holding on to 2 players. Team Liquid still 4 strong. Na'Vi still with 4 strong, but OMG has been the story of this game. They have a nice, easy zone for them now, way on the north, all by themselves. Team Gates playing a bit of a gatekeep on their behalf, but now Genji Gold again receiving lots of fire. Wick will take down Paula.
From behind, he's just looking for the points. Able to claim them. Maybe with Grizzly too, the push can come forward. OHM split across the hill, getting pressured by Liquid. And now even, Chiefs had an angle too. So Texas will be dropped by 4 a.m. There is a bit of a trade-off between the two. It's got life. Ooh. Okay, I was just waiting for it to blow himself up on the tree, but Vard, one of the 2 remaining players of WTSG able to get the knock and the kill.
The Knights have been going at 4 a.m. 4 a.m. now only down to 1 player. OMG again just coasting through this mid game while everyone kills each other on the edge of the play zone. Ghost has held out Black all the way. They have no intention of backing off their compound, but for Liquid, not a compound to hold, but some decent flexibility. They've been starting to come alive. Looks like Genji Black has now made the the ridge next to where Ghost is held up.
Yeah, they managed to get everyone across the water. Of course, Ghost are the only ones who will be inside the circle. CGW having more casualties. Yoppie will be brought down by the Honey Badgers.
Knights playing well, taking away 4 a.m.'s flank. Team Gates not wanting to move and see if Knights want to take a fight. So for Team Gates, they're well just to hold on.
Oh, CGW.
Circle moving again.
Oh, Black, they get the push up. Balak's going to get knocked. He is in the cover of the hill. McCoy from up high inside the second floor, looking for the line onto Grammatic. Couldn't get the knockdown, however. He knows exactly where he is.
Rez already started for Genji Black. Ghost might lose this one. They've allowed Genji all the way across.
McCoy's preparing.
Here come the grenades.
He'll have to hit it perfectly onto the rock.
Looked okay, but it looks like it might have bounced away and out of harm's way. Now they have lost the advantage. Balak is down. They have to res him. Turtle goes for it. McCoy holding defense, but the circle now coming and encroaching. They're going to be forced to move, and albeit a little bit later.
McCoy, he's camping the stairs. Black, they're going to try and see. Jump, he didn't look to the right. He was prone.
The trade
is there. Why you come up as 2.
Trade's there.
Yep. Maybe a clip through the window if Turtle can find himself an angle.
Ghost is losing control of this. Now they have all 4 Genji Black players.
Balak's grenading. Looking for the line. Yoon.
A little late, I think, maybe.
Yep. Also a little bit off target into the corners.
Ghost is letting this one go. It's now up to Turtle and Balak to deal with this onslaught.
No, you actually let this go. Balak just got knocked again. It's all on Turtle now to keep Ghost hopes alive. But the grenades are coming in thick and fast. He's trying to smoke it up. Balak just finished naded. And they're throwing everything into the windows. Turtle has nowhere to go. They're smoking him out like a beehive. They're going to actually clear it. And then no Ghost, no problems behind them.
Meanwhile, 4 a.m. does get finished off and is eliminated in 14th place. Turtle still trying to deal with this. He has very little chance of survival. They have to move as well.
Anyone got an extra grenade? Turtle's in the back room. They don't know exactly where. Here comes your extra one. That'll clear at least the top of the stairs.
They're good to just wait. They can actually back off and get the zone position, run away from Turtle, let him come to them. Right now, he's in his best possible position, but they still want to do that. They're going to do just that. They're going to leave him alone.
Smart call.
Good idea, Moses.
No one's going to get dropped. Yeah, you're amazing, Moses. You're amazing. You should be a coach or something.
So Grammatic is going to hold back and see if he can spot Turtle moving around. But if they take the zone on him, he's toast. So for now,
WTSG is finally
that's it. He's got to come out.
They're in the middle of Team Gates. I say that at the same time, like Gates just lost their extra player on the side. AVG shooting from a long way. They'll have to turn their attention towards Team Liquid that were pushing up behind them. And that's James right there watching Black coming out of their compound too.
Avangar being active, Voxic as well, dealing with Team Gates, and they will go down in 12th.
Oh,
James is down.
Didn't he just heal that? Abiz is down behind him too. Liquid's empty, has to turn around and come back from, actually maybe not, Scooms there on the res, and they've got the smoke for cover. Timid, trying to do his run. He couldn't work out where he was, spraying and pulling to the side, but the Chiefs coming out of their compound They've already got a couple of kills from in there, and they're going to keep that push going.
Ghost did go down, so they are out as well. But now Genji Black is arriving on top of Liquid. Avangar has also been putting a ton of pressure there. The Chiefs dealing with Honey Badger Nation. Looks like Liquid is now being pinched on all sides.
Quick, looking for the line. Edge has the angle. Ibiza will get into his own car, trying to do the run. Sexy pick, 2 bullets to his back, but Ibiza having 5% HP to get back behind the tree.
Nice return.
That's actually real problematic too, as Keen.
Samty desperately trying to put down support, make sure his team can stay up here. Avangar has come on the back. Now it looks like Genji Black is the one getting pinched.
Yeah, how the hell they even get out of this? Liquid's gonna, like, they will all converge to this one position because no one wants to crest over the hill.
Yunroot trying to get on that low side flank. Avangar is still there and willing. Dies. Got that Car 98 at the ready. Maybe not aware of the fact that Genji Black is moving back towards them. Avangar a little bit spread here, maybe a little too thin.
On that full run, Liquid now getting their own shots. Black hiding behind their UAZ. Any kind of cover they've got, they'll use it.
If I'm Liquid, I rotate away from this fight and try and get a little bit further north. The circle about to shift once again. We'll see where it goes, north or south. OMG now is going to have to come alive, but they get the zone once again. Liquid's going to have to move towards them and through the Chiefs.
I love how too Larson, the sole survivor from WTSG, just sitting almost in the middle of this circle. All he has to do is hide now while the rest of the teams battle it out. Knights and OMG battle for the northern side. Na'Vi will have to make their way through Ghost, through Gold.
Looks like Na'Vi is also taking long shots at OMG. The Knights have got it down onto OMG. Looking to go defensive. Liquid getting active, losing one.
Yeah, they've run into the Aussies. James knocked. How many times has Liquid actually been knocked in this round?
A lot of damage on them. You're exactly right. A lot of helmets, a lot of vests being destroyed. The meds getting eroded. Chiefs having to move away.
They're making the most of the opportunity. Liquid are in recovery mode, but Grammatic gets the kill onto James, so he'll actually go down. This is that side attack.
Samty's in trouble. Here comes the Molly. He's going to force him away from this tree.
Oh, burn, baby, burn.
Oh,
and
right on top of him.
Hit, and that will be the burn death.
Poor Samty, roasted alive. Little toasty fin there, unfortunately.
We knew Esler was hot this tournament. Pun insert here.
Liquid trying to recover. Scoom having to run away with Ibiza. The Chiefs have been playing this edge of the zone very well. We'll see if they can now fight back on position for Liquid. The Knights have actually rotated, actually it was OMG who rotated away from the Knights. Knights holding their ground, and that's just going to happen for them. The Chiefs taking some damage.
No, not just that, they actually lost him too. Edge was not just knocked, Knights finished the job quickly, using that AUG at range. They have to be careful though. OMG is coming in through the rear. Esker is waiting for the right chance to shoot. 1,
the patience.
2, 3.
Oh, he's gonna get
4.
away.
How long can he wait for it?
He's waiting for them to group up, but he's so close. He's risking being spotted. He's the last man standing.
Blam, blam, blam. Come on, Esker.
He wants it, but he's playing very patient. If he shoots, the rest of the team is gonna come and destroy him. He's playing masterfully here.
Xiao Hai has no idea death is coming for him.
Crowd is losing their minds.
Where's the second player?
There's
Esker.
a second.
Now we see Xiao Rong. Xiao Hai, Xiao Rong. Which one does he want? And now right over
he waited too long.
Esker. He'll still take one down. But he'll lose his life for it. Chiefs eliminated.
The Knights also getting involved. They've taken damage onto OMG. And now it looks like the Knights are holding strong. They've got 10 kills already. They've got the northern portion of the play zone map control now starting to spread out.
One. Look for the snakes in the grass.
That's great for Liquid and bad for the Knights, but here comes the trade. Dre will take him down.
Yep. Knights now really starting to chalk up a couple of kills. This is what we were looking for from Knights during the first couple of days of play, and finally they're able to do it. AVG also, every team losing players apart from, well, I say Na'Vi until Ubar just died then.
They're fighting desperately for map control. Na'Vi is getting the short end of the stick as they come in just a little bit late. The Knights are now trying to finish off Liquid. They think that Scoom might be hiding somewhere. A little bit further down the hill, however, Avangar has taken it. But meanwhile, Larson is just chilling in the zone all by himself.
We have seen the power of snakes already this week. Diaz will fall. Texas still alive. Finding kills.
Looking for the headshot. Oh, he does land it.
Yeah,
Doesn't take him down, though.
Lion K already had a fantastic round. He's got 4 kills so far. Looking to try and get the 5-er. 7 bullets left for Ilame. How many times have we seen Na'Vi with only what's in the barrel?
They're struggling to get a foothold here. They have the longest path to the zone. OMG is now going to rotate back along north, try and get a easier path in. They will come down the decline on the hill, though.
It's like Xiaorong's trying to be this floater to ensure that Na'Vi doesn't push him, or at least the early warning system.
Flank defense is extremely important. They know there's a team there, but they have the smokes out now. Ilame not letting him get through without a fight. Xiaorong likely wants to recoup with his teammates. The Knights have another bit of control as well. Skoom left to try and hide. Right now, it looks like it's going to be a three-way fight between OMG, the Knights, and Na'Vi.
Yep. And the Knights are pushing in. They're coming around the back of OMG. They're a big team with the target on their back after their performance, such a fantastic one in round 1. And they're back to backing it here in round 2. And here comes the shots. Na'Vi, Lion K. Oh, he's going to get forced back off the hill. Cops a board as well, just for extra measure. And Knights, they're looking towards Silent. He has the grenades out. So Silent is aware their friends are coming.
This looks good for the Knights. They have a very good flank here, but it looks like OMG is just, Na'Vi does get the kill.
They at least get 5th position. Skoom survived as long as he could, but he had no other choice. The circle is coming in, and Ilame's looking for these shots into OMG,
that looks
but
okay.
here comes Dre's grenades. The red zone is now enabled, and Knights are the ones dishing it out. 3, 4, 5 grenades rain down onto OMG, but no knocks for it. Xiaorong will try and do with 1 grenade what Knights are trying to do with 7.
Na'Vi making headway. They've now made their way into the zone and have a flank now on OMG as well. Yep. OMG has to manage this, but they're getting flanked on all sides. The Knights pressing.
Yep, Knights have already claimed 13 kills. This is a huge round for them. And if they can knock out OMG, they should be able to then just focus on Na'Vi, who are making the most of the situation, trying to do their own push. OMG trying to take way too many fights. It's actually Na'Vi who once sealed the kill, get the second knock, and find a second kill.
Na'Vi's now moved all the way down south. They're getting on the flank of the Knights. The Knights have to be careful. Larson's still hiding.
He's still in the circle.
He still gets the circle. Larson lucking out here, but there's just nothing he can do. There's nothing he can do other than play spoiler. Na'Vi's got the low side flank. The Knights having to deal with him. Xiaorong.
Molodoi keep the run going. He gets back behind the trees.
Nice
indecision, left, right, and then down.
Nice jukes there, but now Xiaorong is in the same position that we just saw Eska in. He's trying to decide if he wants to take these shots onto Texas. And now, nice shots by Krama, but he has to back off.
It's going to be that time. Ilame is knocked. Texas got Molodoi pinned on a tree. He's going to try and close the distance quickly. Drainus Larson is behind you. Down to 3 teams.
Best they could have done there, but for Larson, maybe hoping for a little bit longer, but Na'Vi will take down WTSG. Down to the top 3 teams. Xiaorong, the last man standing on OMG. Drainies, it looks really like the Knights have the advantage, but it does look like Na'Vi has the advantage in the zone. So the Knights have to use that firepower.
Yeah, with Molodoi being knocked, this is the time for Xiaorong to make his play. Texas going for the push. They want the quick kills. They want to deal with Na'Vi and then work out what this last rogue player of OMG is.
This is great for OMG. 7 kills. They got a top 3 spot, and now top 2.
2 down. It is 2 teams. Xiaorong goes for the kill. Hitting into Texas, but he was outside in the blue. Knights, a huge round for the Pittsburgh Knights.
Finally, the Knights